Alright, welcome to another episode of Psoto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended. I keep wanting to say Evolve. It's not. Come on. I hate it when it doesn't let me land a bird. Alright, so I got Tigger cryoed on me. And I got one of my only and best warrior birds. And I'm looking for a cave that I had set up. All my markers are gone. All my markers are vanished. And I don't know why all my markers vanished. All I can say is that they're gone. But I remember the cave. Like right here, I made a marker in this cave, or for this cave, recently. The cave is way down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can teleport most of the way there. And there's a small cave there that's easy to do. It's mostly bugs and just all kinds of insects that will screw you up, but it's an easy enough cave to do, and I was just gonna go there with this bird and see how much chitin I can get out of the cave with Tigger, at least before he starts succumbing, because there's his saddle's primitive, so you know he doesn't get a lot of protection. But anyway, there should be a teleporter around here somewhere. It might be further up here. Look like here's one here. What level are you? Oh, 208. Nice. Somebody must have tamed it, or I guess they're wanting to tame it. Anyway, I got a few videos lined up. I'm going to try to make this quick. And that's why I'm teleporting there instead of trying to drive all the way to hell down there. The problem is I don't remember exactly where the cave was. I had all my markers on the map. I mean, literally all the markers. And they all just disappeared except the ice cave. The ice cave is the only marker I have left out of all the, like, 8 markers I had. So I'm gonna have to try to remember, because I built a base there once, so I kind of know the area very well. So I should find a ravine, and then the ravine will show me. Let's see. Okay, here's the bug cave. All right, so this is the closest teleporter. Okay. Oh, I think that's don't be old man. Okay. I think a friend of mine lived over here, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get the video started. Get the first one started. Let me close out that. Alright, so this is a different person. Chosen London. First day back to work started and ended badly. 9 minutes.
Homemade disclosure. To let you know that don't take my personal raw feelings and emotions and literally what happened. Please don't take it for being ungrateful or anything like that. I love the opportunity to work my job. I'm grateful that God blessed me with the opportunity. So I just got to make sure that that's in here as well. Hey, I'm really getting right to it. I'm live, right? I'm just getting off work. This is going to be about my first day back. It didn't go as expected. or really did, because I really wanted it to be close to perfect. And it was almost like I got right back off right. It left off right. I got back right where I left off. And I'm sorry, I'm just so irritated because I'm pretty sure it's one of my coworkers. I'm getting out. One thing I don't like is when I'm driving, I'm getting over somebody because you just think you got the fastest car, or because you're willing to exert enough gas or acceleration. Here you go, right here. I'm about to show them, look, because they got so much gas, right? They just gotta be first. Look, you just gotta be first. You got to look. You look. You just got, like, where is you going? Where is you going? We all going to the same place. And this is why I gotta calm myself down, because it's not worth it. But they almost got into hit me, the back of me, and they like laying down the horn like you in the right. You not in the right because you in a rush. You about to hit me from the back.
Station.
Wait, or go around the other way. Don't undercut me from the back. That's one of the things that when I'm driving, that gets on my nerves.
Yeah,
but back to work. So I made it back. All in all, I just really feel like, especially how it started and how it ended on me, still kind of being confrontational. The last thing with one of my old, I don't want to say old, but it's my boy, it's whatever, it's business now, so it ain't really no more friends, anymore in a sense. But we kind of had a back and forth, and at the end of the day, like he said, he's trying to help me, and I just had to be patient, right? And just because I don't agree with the way and the method in which, like, he helped me, I literally told him, like, I wasn't asking you for all that. I just want the meat and potatoes. And that's kind of how I am in life. Like, I want the help, but sometimes I'm not willing to sit and listen thoroughly to the person who's helping me, right? They helping me. How am I just gotta sit and listen. But that's how I know that I need to practice on listening. I know I had to do a better job at listening. So that's that. And I always just, I fall on the sword nowadays and figure out how I can improve myself, because I can't change the next man, right? I can only change and improve how I react to things and how I handle things. But as soon as I had got to work, though, it was like I got hit with a ton of micromanaging, like a ton of it. And I kind of got to snapping a little bit, because I'm like, hold on. I know you did not have me come back thinking that you're going to be acting like this. Like, we're going to be micromanaging, and you're going to use this as an excuse or a way to, like, make things even worse for me than what it was before. Absolutely not. And the thing that kind of teed me off, right, I was real respectful, right? I even asked, like, hey, do you want to take this conversation off the floor? Because I know how I am. I get animated. I'm very passionate. At first, he was like, nah. And then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's take this off the floor. I'm like, yeah, bet it up. As soon as we get to the little office, it's just basically like a little room, like it's just a room that with a closed door, basically. They call like huddle rooms. So we get off the floor and we get into this huddle room. As soon as I sit down, he's already sat down because he was in front of me, I believe. But either way, as soon as we both seated, he decides to get the raising his voice at me and yell at me. Now, mind you, me and this man have a relationship ongoing for at least 2 years, over 2 years now. So I'm not saying that everything that I do is right or wrong. I'm not here for that part of it, but just understand that if you poke the bear, you know what you're gonna get situation. And mind you, this is his first time he ever raised his voice / yelled at me. So this is just mind blowing. Like, I'm gone because I'm really going through a lot of stuff and potentially may not even be returning back to this job. And you know that I'm going through a lot of stuff. And then you want to try to get to yelling at me for the first time? It was like, it almost caught me off guard. But I'm like, oh, okay, this what we doing now. We turned up. And, it didn't take long for him to, hey, Dom, can you bring it down? Like, basically, can you stop yelling at me? It's like, you the one who got off on that. You came with that energy. And he did. So I was like, you know what? Because like I said, I'm here. It's business. We're not even here for none of that. We don't even need to be, and there don't even need to be too much emotions in this, right? But you're not liking what I'm saying to you. Sorry, so I'll continue to go on what happened. So I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. I'm gonna just
really
take a little
good
lap. I had this. I was like, I'm gonna take a little lap, drink some water, cool down. He was like, all right, no problem. Boom, did that. I'm a fast walker. I say it took me less than 10, 15 seconds, either way, less than a minute, less than 30 for sure. Point is, I get back in there and he like flagging me off, basically saying like, oh, I'm on the phone now, like I gotta leave out. I'm like, I gotta leave out the room, and he was like, yeah. And I've spoken to our HR channels enough and made those calls to the help desk or whatever, however you want to call it, like the 1-800 number for the company, to know that it's Chafers, to know for the company that's what he did. So I don't know if it was on me. I mean, we ended up smoothing it out like we always do. If it was about me, I gotta pray for him. I gotta pray for him, right? And because he's a human just like me, he goes through things just like me. And like I was telling my brother, I could potentially be hard to handle sometimes. I am a top performer, glory to God. I'm a top performer. So I know like he deals a lot, or there's like a little more rope, at least it used to. Now me coming back, it sounded like he was trying to take all the little rope and wiggle room away from me. And that's how we had to communicate again. And it was like he did, but then he gave it back to me too, because I told him, I'm very honest. I get right to it. I'm like, so you tripping over this hour? Because basically what it was is he got on me because I was an hour late to work. Not really, right? There's no more overtime at this job, like a zero policy for overtime, right? So what I did was I had needed to handle stuff over the phone where it ended up putting me over an extra 3 hours, right? So that was gonna be overtime. So he messaged me saying like, you gotta leave early the next 3 days. I'm like, all right, cool. He wants me to leave early at the end of the shift. I basically today woke up and went into work an hour late in the morning, and I'm just gonna flex it that way. And he wanted to make the hugest deal about it, like, oh, well, why weren't you here? And why didn't you tell me? You gotta tell me at least 24 hours before. And just all these rules, right, that are like his rules, or like that's the best way. But at the end of the day, I have I've been working this job. He's been cool. Other things like me having to be on camera. It was like a buildup of like all these little petty things since I've returned back to work that he's like making me do now that he never did before. And I'm basically like, yo, is this what we doing now? Like, it's like, are you trying to give me a hard time on purpose? Or is it basically like, is it your boss's boss like brought it down to where we all have to follow and do these rules now? Or are you just being petty with Dom? And I know he was just basically trying to be petty with me, and I'm gonna squash that. So I'm pretty sure we did squash that. I would love to be able to go about it a different way without any of the rah rah, but it's unfortunate, like over the phones and a lot in life, it's like they say that you get more with honey, with sugar and honey and sweet things instead of the sour things, but there's other situations to where you do have to like put your foot down, and I'm always having to put all my feet down in the sand, and I didn't want to. But yeah, that's how my first day back was.
Everybody fucking with him, huh? Ain't that the way it is? Everybody just fucking with you. Oh, I didn't bring any fiber. Alright, so we got lots of chitin so far. I think. Oh, this is the other way. No, I'm going the right way. This is the right way. There's supposed to be a sharp left somewhere. I think this is the sharp left. Over here. You're supposed to be able to go in there. Get whatever you need. Let's see. Alright, try not to get confused. You have to just jump a little bit there to make it past that. Now there should be a shitload of stuff right here. Killing a little bit at a time. So there's a bug here. I don't know if I have any spoil meat. I do have this. Can I tame this 80? Alright, so I got the artifact. Oh, you know what? I can't tame him because I left the cryopods upstairs. I'll just say fuck it. Kill him. Oh, there was a higher one right there. Well, if I need to tame a bug, I'll go there. That's a little portal there that I looked through before. Looks like there wasn't that many in here as there were last time. Okay. So I think I go back up this way. Let's see. Can I heal anything? Just dump those berries. Fucking berries. Okay. I think we're okay there. Let's see if we can go this way. There should be some nasty shit here, if I recall correctly. Okay, these guys, I don't want to antagonize them. Leave them there. Maybe they can get converted. Okay. Okay, so I know where I'm going down. I'm going up to the right. Been a while since I've been in this cave. Matter of fact, let me start the next recording. All right, that was Chosen London.
Can you?
I can believe.
Can you believe that my rent?
Yeah, I believe
This
it.
is a.
There we go, brother. I don't know if I want to subscribe to the guy, but I'll tell you, he's got more subscribers than me, so I'll give him all notifications. Oh, Realist Being 99. Pro athletes are spoiled bums.
Everyone, I wanted to talk about how pro athletes are basically all spoiled bums at the end of the day. These people are fucking making millions of dollars, and yet they think they have the right to lecture people in politics, and they think they're smart when really they don't know anything. Their whole life centers around playing with balls, and they think because of that makes them some fucking high figure in society that people need to worship and look up to. When I mean, nobody should be worshipped or looked up to in general, but these people for some reason think they're on a pedestal, and you know, the leagues that they're part of just spoil them in general with so much money and how much they suck each other's cocks and everything, that players just assume that everyone outside of the sports world is like that too with them. I mean, it's not like that. I'm telling you right now, if you think anyone outside of sports fans cares about athletes, you are a fucking idiot, and you are completely brain dead. No one outside of sports fans gives a fuck about athletes' lives or anything about them at all. I mean, if athletes drop dead, who the fuck is going to care? They're not contributing anything to society, so why should I feel sorry for them? All they're doing is fucking making hundreds of millions of dollars and shitting on everyone around them and bragging about how much better they are than everybody, when really they're not worth the dirt under my feet. They're not even worth the piss that comes out of my dick hole. That's how unworthy they are. Especially when it comes to being spoiled. For sure the NBA spoils its players a lot, and the NBA is just one of the worst sports organizations around. It's probably the worst, honestly, in my opinion. This organization is full of people that sign contracts that are worth over $100 million over a certain period of time, and then before their contract's done, they'll say, oh, you know what, I don't want to be part of this team. I want to request a trade and go to another team. When it's like, dude, you fucking signed, the reason you signed a contract that was worth that much money is because you wanted the money and you wanted to stay on the team. And then also, first of all, bad teams are going to offer a lot of money because they know that they're completely irrelevant and they're just shrouded in obscurity and irrelevancy. So they're going to try to pay their best players as much as they can so they stay on that shitty team. And yet these players are like, oh, you know what, even though this team sucks and I care more about championships than I do about money, I'm going to sign this giant contract. And then 1 or 2 years later, they're going to be like, oh, you know what, I'm not happy, I'm going to request a trade. And the NBA actually trades them, which is fucking stupid. Like, there'll literally be players that sign like 4 or 5 year contracts that are worth over $100 million, some $200 million. And then like 1 or 2 years after their contract, they'll be like, okay, you know what, I want to leave. I don't want to stay on this team anymore. I want you to trade me. Like, but dude, how fucking stupid are you, bro? Like, why would you sign a contract that big and then just request out? I mean, obviously it makes sense because, I mean, the players are trying to do whatever they want, which makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to do whatever they want. So I don't blame the players for doing that. But the NBA itself just makes these people feel more entitled, and it fuels their egos because it makes it seem like, oh, these players can do whatever they want and get away with it. In reality, the players are fucking scumbags who aren't worth shit. And I mean, these players are fucking toxic as hell. I mean, I don't get involved in all this stuff because I hate the sports world, and I absolutely despise being like involved in sports talks and like being involved in the sports world. But yeah, I mean, these people will fucking talk shit about each other on Twitter for no reason. Like, bro, all you are is a Twitter tough guy that makes millions of dollars, and you're a fucking spoiled prick that has no value deep inside. And these people talk shit about people that think that they're not good, or they talk shit about other players, which completely doesn't make any sense. First of all, normal general people in society, you know, people that aren't sports fans, those people, every single one of them is better than what every athlete is, because athletes are all just fucking spoiled pricks with no IQ. These people, there's been times where I've listened to like post-game conferences, like after the game when they're interviewing players, and these players are just completely brain dead idiots with no personality and no charisma. Like, these people are nothing, bro. Like, the only reason they exist, the only reason people care about what they are doing is because they're good at playing with balls. That's what it all boils down to. If these people were not good at playing with balls, their lives would be irrelevant. I mean, you got fucking, for example, you got fucking 6'10" players and 7-foot players in the NBA that have no skill at all, but they're only there because they're tall and they're not good at anything else in their life. So they're like, oh, you know what? Let me just join the NBA. It's not like they're going to reject me, and that's just how it is. I mean, no one outside of the sports world has any sympathy for athletes, and in fact, everyone I know that is not involved in the sports world looks down on athletes, and for good reason. That's how athletes should be looked at. Athletes are below normal people. They have no IQ. They make way more money than they deserve, and they're all just spoiled pricks. That's what they are. They don't care about their fans, so why should the fans care about them whenever they win or lose? You know, at the end of the day, they're still going home with millions of dollars. Even the worst players in sports, and like just the worst fighters in general, like in UFC or MMA, are going home fucking with cash up the ass, man. These people are fucking rich as hell. They don't have any time to be caring about their so-called haters. I mean, fucking sports players are laughing at these fans, man. Even at their own fans. You think sports players give a shit about their own fans? They really don't. The only reason they care about them is because they have something to provide. They don't care about the fans. They care about what the fans provide for them, which is ticket sales and all this other bullshit. And, you know, ticket sales, merch sales, and just going to the game and cheering them on like blind sheep. You know, that's what they like. If you don't do that, then they don't care about you. Well, in general, they don't care about them either. But if you don't do that, then they really don't care about you. Then they see you as nothing, when really they're the ones who are nothing. Also, I don't know why this is a common theme that I've noticed, but I don't know why. For some reason, pro athletes in general are just really illiterate, and they don't know how to speak English at all. Like, these people don't know how to speak at all. You hear them talking, and all they do is like talk in slang, and they try to talk like they're rappers, when rappers are way cooler than them and rappers shit on them. These people are fucking pro athletes, and they're fucking bragging about guns and, you know, fucking bitches and all this shit and doing drugs and all this. But I mean, pro athletes are nothing, bro. They're fucking bums, and yet they try to act so tough and cool and try to act like their lives have meaning. But I mean, whenever they die, no one's gonna remember them. I mean, I don't care about any athletes. I mean, same with any athlete, like Kobe, for example. Like, Kobe's fucking overrated as hell, bro. Like, when he died, I don't know why everyone had such sympathy for him. Like, bro, this guy thinks he's so above everyone else that he has to take a helicopter to get to where he needs to because he doesn't want to be stuck in traffic. Like, dude, who the fuck do you think you are, bro? You're not above anybody else. And then now he's dead, and no one cares anymore. So that's basically it, man. I mean, who the fuck cares about athletes, bro? They have nothing to contribute to anybody's lives. All they do is play sports that are televised, that help people pass time in their shitty, miserable lives until they're in their coffins. Also, just so everyone knows, all these players that are doing opening charities and, you know, trying to donate money to like children's hospitals and all that shit. I mean, me personally, I don't believe they're doing it because they're good people. I believe they're doing it for attention and because they want to prove to people that they want to make people think that they're good people when really they're not. So, yeah, in general, whenever I find out that athletes donated money for something, in general, I don't take it seriously because, first of all, they could be donating way more since they have so much money, and which is what I would do. I mean, if I had hundreds of millions of dollars, bro, you think I wouldn't be donating that money? Of course I would. I don't need $100 million in my life to be satisfied, bro. You give me a tenth of that and I'll legit be happy the rest of my life, and I won't need money again, bro. Like, I'm not one of these fucking spoiled athletes that spends fucking $3 million on their car collection and $10 million on their house and just buying a bunch of fucking stupid jewelry that they wear that they think gives them value and really doesn't. Like, bro, like, especially that's one thing I've noticed. Like, athletes wear a bunch of like gold chains and shit. They think they're the shit, but really they're nothing, bro. These guys think they're wannabe gangsters, but really, if they went to the hood and actually tried to act tough, they would get capped in the ass, bro. These players will legit all get killed if they try acting tough in front of actual tough people. So yeah, just remember that pro athletes are not tough people. They're just actors who are putting on a facade. You know, these people want you to believe that they're tough when really they're not. These people act like fucking spoiled girls, bro. Like, I've heard, me personally, I don't know how I saw this. Like, I didn't see this real interview, but I saw part of this interview with this basketball player, and basically the basketball player was talking about how recently he had signed a contract that was for 5 years, and it was, I don't remember how much the exact number was, but it was over 150 million. So he signed a 5-year contract over 150 million, and he was talking about how he deserves more money. Like, bro, at that point, dude, you honestly should just get hit by a car and just have all your bones be shattered, bro. Like, why do you have to be so spoiled, bro? Like, there's legit people dying of starvation and famine and diseases that they can't cure because, or, you know, not cure, but they can't solve the problems that they're in because they're dealing with poverty, or they're just in middle class society, and, you know, they're not making that much money, and yet these athletes fucking act like they're better than these people, bro. Like, dude, I'm telling you right now, I've never in my life seen a poor person be more egotistical than a fucking pro athlete, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's just money in general makes people corrupt, which is a fact, but especially with pro athletes, I think it makes them act like complete retards and lunatics, man. Like, these people will be making hundreds of millions of dollars, and yet they have the audacity to say, no, we deserve more money, we deserve more love, you know, we deserve more ticket sales, merch sales, all this stuff, man. Like, they don't deserve anything, bro. The fact that you're even being paid 1% of what you're being paid is a fucking miracle, bro. Like, just shut the fuck up and play sports, man. No one wants to hear you complain, especially about politics, man. These athletes act like they know about politics in the real world. They don't know anything, man. I don't know what's happened to sports over the years, but it's just become all political, bro. That's all it is. Especially the NBA. The NBA is the only, like, sports organization that I somewhat keep up with because I like basketball a lot. And even with that, I can admit the NBA is probably the worst sports organization around because it's all just full of politics and people getting paid more than they deserve. And me personally, from what I've noticed, the NBA has the softest players. In general, sports players are pretty soft and weak, except for some sports, obviously, like mixed martial arts, UFC, American football, and hockey. You know, those are sports that require like actual physical contact, and I wouldn't call most of those players soft. I would call a lot of basketball players soft for sure. I mean, every sport has soft players that are pussy-ass hoes who think they're shit, but they're nothing. But especially in the NBA, I don't know what's wrong with the NBA, but I feel like a lot of the players in there are just groomed to be like fucking spoiled pricks that are soft, that won't do anything, that have no personality, no charisma, no character, no redeeming value. That's just how I see it. And me personally, I believe that what I see is true because my eyes do not lie to me, and they never will. So yeah, I just don't see the appeal in pro athletes. I don't understand why they have such massive social media followings, and I don't understand why people look forward so much to seeing them play or look forward to meeting them. I mean, you think the players give a fuck about you when they meet you? All they do is shake your hand. Hey, yeah, nice to meet you, man. Oh yeah, by the way, you know, I support your team a lot. You know, you're one of my favorite players. Oh yeah, man, thanks. I appreciate it. Take a picture, smile. All right, get the fuck out of my face now. You're done. I don't care about you anymore. That's how it is, man. It's just people standing in lines, and it's just the athlete having to repeat the same shit over and over. Hey, man, yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, I appreciate you supporting me. Yeah, it's all bullshit, man. They're just saying that so people will keep sucking their cocks. So yeah, basically, if you're a pro athlete, shut the fuck up about money. Shut the fuck up about politics. Remember that you have no IQ. Your IQ is on the same level as a fucking napkin. That's how smart you are. Don't lecture the public about anything because you're in no position to lecture anyone about anything. You don't know anything about the real world. You know nothing about how life works. You're a spoiled prick. And that's basically the end of the story. Go fuck yourself, and remember that when you lose all your money, one day no one is on this planet is going to feel sorry for you because you got what was coming to you. Peace, bitch.
Well, I mean, I didn't expect what he just said, but I'm not into sports either. I don't bother with sports at all. To me, a sport is you picking up a battle axe and hitting somebody over the head with it. To me, that's a sport. Anything else is just like, well, it's not a sport. All right. So my saber tooth is going up a level. I'll give you some more health. And then we'll have to put that back on there. Now this saber tooth has got a partial imprint, and it's just a couple of high level ones, not very high level ones, bred together. And I'm still accomplishing the goal. It's just taking me forever because I have to heal up and heal up again and again and again and again. So let's go ahead and do another video. I like that guy. I mean, I like the way he talks. He's very direct and straightforward. But the thing is, I don't always agree. I mean, he goes off into these very negative angles. And it's like, shit, man. Anyway. Big Ward, the genius. Big Ward.
Good evening.
I bet in the
I
real
am
world,
back with another episode.
Big Word wouldn't want to talk to me.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Today is still Friday, August 30th, 2024. Actually, it's not evening. It's afternoon. Good afternoon. I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Today is still Friday, August 30th, 2024. It's the weekend, baby. It's raining, gloomy, dreary. Still happy. Still glad to be here.
Yeah.
I worked every day this week except yesterday because I lost my phone. Well, my phone was stolen. Even though we're working every day, we're not doing much. But I'm grateful for that. It's better than nothing. So this is an email topic. I haven't done an email topic in a while. And the reason for that is I got more than I thought I was going to have. But that's not the main reason. The main reason is I asked people not to do certain things, they did it anyway. So therefore I got a lot of hate mail. Death threats. This ain't scared of just the disrespect. I'm not worried about no crap like that. I come from a land of people that's really about that life, and they don't tell you they're gonna do it. That I know. People that's gonna do it don't tell you they're gonna do it. I'm not new to this. I've been around some real ones. So, especially no damn email. Let me sit here and email Big Ward and tell him I'm gonna kill him. That's the world we live in anyway, y'all.
Anyway.
So I took a break. That's why I don't even read the email no more.
That is fun.
But I'm back because I got, I'm like, man, you know what? There's people that say I was helping them. Let me get back to it. So what I do now, I'm going to get back to my email heavy. And the death threats, stuff like that, I'll just erase them. I don't take them serious. I'll just erase them. To the trannies and whoever else trying to holler at me, I'm erasing. Now the women, on the other hand, if you're a millionaire, you might, anyway, just being jovial. I'm not for real. I'm not trying to holler at nobody that's trying to come at me on this app. I don't know you. I know for a fact there's some crazy ass people in this world. So I appreciate the flatter, it's flattering. I don't know if I said it right. That you interested and you want to holler whatever, but I ain't trying to do it. No disrespect. I don't see nothing wrong with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't meet women on dating apps. Even if this wasn't YouTube, if I was on a date, I don't do the dating apps and all that. I don't do, I'm old school. I need to see you in person so I can look at your neck. Those who know. I need to see your neck. I need to hear you talk. I need to see your body. I need to see some stretch marks where you done had some kids. Naturally. I need to see a lot of things nowadays before I even think about entertaining a woman. Things that I can't see from meeting you online. I ain't doing it. I do it the old-fashioned way, in person, out and about, if I want to meet somebody at all, which right now I don't want to meet nobody, but if I did, it wouldn't be on here. Don't take it personal for the women that tried to holler at me, and I ain't respond, or I ain't get back with you. It ain't got nothing to do with something wrong with you, or I think I'm too good for you. I'm very cautious. I practice what I preach. I'm not just on here running my mouth. I really live this life. I'm really like this. I'm really serious. I don't play about my life. I don't play about life, period. I don't know you. And I can't really know you from meeting you on here. And if I don't know you, I ain't trying to meet you in person. I don't know who I'm meeting. So, where that come from, I don't know. Let me get to the topic. Oh, I was talking about the email that I'm getting, and why I kind of like backed away from the email topic for a minute. Now I'm back. BigWater@myYahoo.com, BigWater@myYahoo.com. Email me if you got a topic, something you want me to help you with, discuss, what have you. You stand a better chance.
I got so much shit on of
allowing me to become your mentor if you're willing to pay my fee. Rather than me having to dig through all these emails trying to find yours for free. I do this right here free. You want my phone number, we're going to talk, that ain't free. This free. But I might not get to you because I got 1,000 over ahead of you. So anyway, it said, what's up, big brother Ward? I would like to know, do you think that it's safe to get married with a prenuptial agreement in place to guarantee that you don't lose any money, housing, etc. in the event of a divorce down the road? Let me know your thoughts. Well, first of all, it ain't gonna be no in the event of a divorce down the road. It's gonna be a divorce down the road. Not in the event of a divorce down the road. Instead, when we get divorced down the road. Now, how far down the road? Who knows? Could be a year. A lot of folks I know didn't make a year. And some go 40 years before she leave them. 30 years, 25 years. You ain't safe. How long you been together with that woman don't make you safe. Don't you ever think you safe with a woman nowadays because of y'all time together. How many years y'all got invested? Because usually 9 times out of 10, if you're an old school man, been doing how a man supposed to do, she ain't got much invested as you do. So when she leave, it's no big deal. That's how they so easy to leave. Especially if you did what a real man supposed to do, paid for everything, bought the house, you made the most money, you did all this, that, and the other. It ain't hurting her to leave you 30 years later that she got stable, situated, then got every drop she can get out you. So now it's time to move on and go have some fun now. When they divorce you, after 20, 30, and 40 years, y'all might say, now she finna get, what she think about? She ain't got good sense. She finna get back out here and find out she ain't gonna get nobody gonna want to be in a relationship no more. She ain't gonna find nobody that want to be a husband to a 60-year-old woman, a 50-some-year-old woman who been married 30 years. She ain't gonna be able to get that again. She ain't looking for that. She ain't looking for more commitment. She ain't looking for her to settle down again. She ain't looking for another marriage. After she done been married 30 and 40 years and she decides she want a divorce, she ain't expecting to get out here and get another one. She don't want that. That's what y'all fail and understand. They're not divorcing you looking for somebody better. They're divorcing you for nobody. To go out here and have fun. To go out here and see what they've been missing. Or what they thought they were missing by being with your ass for 40 years. The same old wood. Same old position. Missionary. From the back. In the book. Riding it. Sloppy toppy. Licky, licky, licky. Whose is it? Whose is it? With the same dude for 40 years. That's what she's getting away from. She's not going to look for another husband. She's not going to look for another relationship. She's going to look for some excitement. Because she's been bored for the last 20 years. She's just been putting up with you for whatever reason. Whether it be for the kids, financial reasons, what have you. She's just been putting up with you.
Oh, that's a tame.
Now, for whatever reason, she done got to where she ain't got to put up with you no more. She done got to where she able to where she feel like she can make it on her own. Okay. She dipped. Now let's talk about that prenup you asked me about. Prenup? Do I think it's a good idea to get married if you sign a prenup? The answer is hell no. Now to the women that hate when I say that, I get it. I can relate. I understand you hate for me to say, because a lot of y'all are probably good women and you want to get married. A lot of y'all are good women and you want to get married, so you hate when I say to a man, don't get married for no reason. Unless you heavy in the Lord. And she is too. If you're heavy into God, and she is too, that's the only way I suggest you get married. It's because of God. You and her. And you better make sure she for real with it. With the God thing, a lot of them pretend. I know some church heavy getting their back blowed out when they leave church by other. Anyway, you better make sure she for real about that church. About not church, but God. If you ain't marrying a woman that's heavy into God and you know she about that God life, don't you marry nobody nowadays. Nobody. For no reason. I don't care nothing about no prenup. I don't care about your prenup. No, a prenup don't make it all right. I'm going to tell you why. You know I got to tell you why. Why, Big Ward? I'm glad you asked. Yes, a prenup will protect you from losing money, housing, etc. That's true. The prenup will protect you from losing your house, your money, your cars, whatever, financial, material stuff. Some of y'all, I can see your eyes opening up through the screen. I know a Big War finna go with this. Let's see if you know. Yes, a prenup will protect you from that. When she, not if, but when she divorces you, whether it be a year or 40 years. When she divorces you, get that in your head, and ladies, I understand again.
Not if.
Big boy, you shouldn't tell me that ain't right. The God that created that man and woman supposed to get married, be fruitful and multiply. I get it, ladies. I hear you. I know you hate when I tell men this. If I say something that you can learn something from as a woman, that's great. But I'm an advocate for men. Because I'm a man and I know what men go through. I know what we feel. I know what we experience. Y'all got everything already in y'all favor as women in this world. This ain't a man's world no more. Men are the outcast now. Men are at the bottom now. So therefore, men need someone to advocate for them that's not afraid of the backlash. I'm not afraid of the backlash for speaking up for real masculine men. I ain't talking about the punks now. I ain't speaking up for them ladies. I ain't speaking up for them clowns y'all be talking about. I ain't speaking up for them. I don't like them either. So I'm with y'all on that. I'm speaking for men. Real men. So I don't mean the women no harm. I don't mean women no disrespect. This ain't against women. I'm not talking against women. I'm talking for men. There's a big difference. I'm not talking against one. I'm talking for the other. I'm not telling men to hate women. I'm not telling men all women ain't shit. What I'm telling you is for whatever reason, fellas, it ain't got nothing to do with she ain't shit. I don't know what the reason or why. The poison or whatever it is in the environment, in the atmosphere, in the media, whatever it is. Something has got women divorcing their husband like it ain't no big deal. Not trash husband. Good husband. Good men. I'm talking about good men. Ladies, I'm not talking about when y'all leave a sorry man. I done said this again over and over again. I'm not talking about when y'all leave a sorry man that's supposed to be left. I'm not talking about them. Y'all leaving some good dudes. A lot of y'all don't understand that and realize where I'm coming from. And I say y'all are leaving. It's a lot of y'all out here leaving some good husbands. Husbands that women are out here looking for right now is somewhere getting left, getting divorced, getting took down through there, getting turned into a savage right now. While y'all saying ain't no good men, while the good men at, he's somewhere married to a woman that's finna divorce him because she ain't happy. And when she divorced him, he ain't no good no more. That's what a good man at, women. Y'all say what a good man at, they already taken. There's more women than men. So with a good man that was available, he ain't gonna be available for long. That's why you can't find no good man, because the good men are taken. And he's taken by a woman that's gonna divorce him in about 5, 10, 15, 20 years, maybe 40. She's gonna divorce him and ruin him to where, now that you got him, he don't want you. He don't want that no more. But back to the prenup. The prenup ain't gonna protect your mind, homie. The prenup will protect you from losing financial assets, material assets. Prenup won't protect you from losing your most important, your most valuable asset. That's worth more than gold, more than diamond, more than silver, more than platinum, more than $1 trillion gazillion. A prenup won't prevent you from losing this asset, which is your fucking mind. The prenup ain't gonna prevent you from losing that. When that woman, after 40 years, come tell you she ain't happy no more, and she want out, and then you find out that she ain't leave you to somebody better. She out here getting her back blowed out by Pookie and Ray Ray, who don't give a damn about her, and you love her dirty draws. And Pookie and Ray Ray somewhere looking at her while she getting them sloppy toppy, saying, damn, she need her hair done. I ain't getting her shit on it. The woman you've been loving for the last 40 years with all your heart, mind, body, and soul, that left you just to go somewhere and give Pookie some sloppy toppy, while Pookie got his hand in her dried out weave, looking at it while she giving him sloppy toppy, saying she need her hair done. And I'm not giving her a dime on it. She better ask one of them other boys. That's how Pookie feel about her. But you love her. And you hearing about this, it's getting back to you what your ex-wife out here doing. And you still love her. You cry yourself to sleep at night like Tyrese. I've even shed a tear too. So I know, through the grace of God, I didn't lose my mind. Because I done lost my mind before, the way I probably ain't got much mind to lose no more. Maybe that's why, because I had for a big boy, because they saw what I was going through. I don't see how you don't lose your mind, man. I lost my mind back in 95. I ain't found it since. It's hard to lose what you ain't got. When I say my mind, I am brilliant. I am a genius. Highly intelligent. I talk funny, I get it. I don't use proper English. I say ain't, is, and But I'm brilliant. But I lost my mind back in 95. I ain't found it since. And what I mean by my mind, literally what I'm speaking about is my heart. My heart gone. I'm still a loving dude as far as how I treat you. I'm not, that's out of respect. I ain't got much love. I got respect. I know how to treat people. I know how to do people right. That don't mean love. I know how to treat you right. If you good to me, I'm gonna be good to you. I'm a mirror. I'm a reflection of what you give me. Antibody. And anybody that deal with me now, no, I ain't lying. If you act a fool with me, I'm going to reflect it right back at you. I ain't going to act a fool, but you're going to be like, damn, I ain't heard from that dude in a month. And I ain't going to hear from him. Because it's on lock. So you all happy and excited. You can find you somebody that you think crazy about you. And she might be crazy about you. I ain't saying she ain't. Cause when a woman love you, oh boy, she love you. Hold on, y'all. When a woman love you, which really means when she's infatuated with you, they don't ever love you. I've told y'all this 1,000 times, the woman can only love her son unconditionally. The love she have for you in the early stage of that relationship, when she treated you like a king, even though she treating you like shit right now, y'all remember when she treated you like a king. In the early stage, and you holding on, trying to get that back. You chasing that dragon, like dope fiends do. You chasing that first hit that you'll never get again. You chasing that first high. I know I haven't been high before. You chasing that first high. They call it chasing the dragon. That's what you doing as a man 20 years down the road when she treating you horribly. You hanging on, hoping they're going to get better because you chasing that dragon of how she used to be. You want her back how she was in the beginning, and that ain't coming back. You just holding on for nothing. You chasing the dragon. You a dope fiend, and she your dope. Prenup ain't going to protect you from that. You may leave with all your money. Might have to give her a little something, depending on how long y'all together, but she ain't gonna wipe you out because you got a prenup. But what you didn't account for is that you're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna lose your soul. Prenup don't protect you from that. It's hard for any man. I don't care how strong you are. It's hard for any man to stay sane after he done took care of, loved, gave a woman his heart, mind, and soul for 20, 30, 40 years of his life. And she up and leaving because she wasn't happy. Not cause, and she, especially when she admit, see, a lot of y'all women coming at me, 2, 3 sides of every story, what you did. I'm talking about when she admit it wasn't you. When she admit you a good man. I'm just not happy anymore. I'm not in love. I love you. See, here's what they say. So to you women that love to come at me when I say this, well, what you do? It's 3 sides of every story. You're a husband and truth. You must have did something for her to leave you. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about when the woman say out her own mouth, I still love you, but I'm not in love with you no more. We better off as friends. It's not you, it's me. We just growing apart. I've outgrown you, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about that you were staying all night long cheating stuff. I'm not talking about you got a baby on the outside. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the normal ups and downs of any relationship, whether it be your mom and daddy, whether it be you and your mom, you and your brothers and sisters, the ups and downs of any relationship gonna be ups and downs. And she hit you with that, I'm not in love with you no more. We've outgrown each other. And you feeling like, I ain't outgrown shit. I still love you. She telling you we have outgrown each other. You sitting there like, what the F are you talking about? I ain't outgrown a damn thing. I still love your goof ass. Yeah. I still love you even though you ain't perfect. Sweet. I still love you even though we have our good days and bad days. I still love you. Boy. But she hitting you with, but I don't love you no more. It's just right here. That goes.
What a bitch.
You ain't got to worry about the
the situation,
the house, the material stuff. You can get that back. You can't always get this back. It's men that lost this and walking around. Y'all thinking they dope fiends and alcoholics and drunks. No, it was a woman. A lot of these dudes walking around that you see walking down the street talking to themselves, All this right here, it was a woman. I know a couple of them. I know a couple of dudes that hit a belly buster off a bridge. Straight cement, no water. Ha! Over a woman. Is a prenup gonna guarantee you don't lose that? No. Then a prenup ain't worth it. Cause if you marrying a woman nowadays, that's what you heading for. You better be a strong joker. Cause if not, you ain't gonna be able to handle it when she leaves you. And that prenup is gonna keep your millions, but it ain't gonna keep your mind. So if I was you, I ain't doing it. Prenup or not. She can have the money. It's my mind I'm trying to protect. That's what I'm holding on to. I'm holding on to this, my sanity. The little bit I got left. Cause some of y'all say I'm crazy already. So whatever little bit I got left, I'm trying to hold on to it. Maybe you got something to spare. I don't. So whatever sanity, whatever heart, whatever love I got left, I'm trying to hold on to it. And not let them destroy me and take every little bit I got left. What I feel about a prenup, not a damn thing. If you want to do it, knock yourself out. But I guarantee that prenup ain't gonna stop her from destroying your damn mind. Get it, got it, good. Bye.
Wow. Some intense individuals on the YouTube. I'm just saying, man, I thought that was intense. Shit. Some people, they just had such shitty experiences that it molded them. Just like me, I had shitty experiences and it changed me too. But the thing is, once you fall out of love, you're out. You know, you don't usually get a way back in. That's kind of silly that people think that they're going to get back in love with anybody. And that basically, you know, when the woman says that to you, that means, you know what that means to me? What he said about her saying, I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore, or something like that. That tells me that the relationship was just bullshit since the beginning. And people may think that there is a relationship there, but not as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, there was never a relationship to begin with. You know what I mean? It was never real. And it's kind of sad that that's where that sort of thing winds up. It just goes to this really sad little place where you wearing, they call it wearing rose-colored glasses. You wear rose-colored glasses, and you just fucking, you know, you basically die, you know. Inside, not physically. And that's why, you know, if I had given my heart to a woman, as beautiful as that woman was, she would have done nothing but what any other woman would do in that situation. And that is do everything in her power to control me. And, you know, that's it. That's what they do. They're manipulators and they're controllers by nature. And it's not really their fault. You have to understand a man is designed to work with muscles and certain kinds of thinking processes, thinking skills, or whatever you want to call them, so certain programming. And a woman is designed to be emotional and manipulative. And we're just a big dumb guy thinking that this beautiful thing is exactly as advertised. And it isn't. Just like my career was bullshit. It was never what was advertised. Only those with favor got that fucking job and that fucking money. Everybody else stood in line the rest of their fucking life, or they eventually got lucky. I gave up after several years of trying. And I said, man, a bachelor's degree is not going to feed me. After I did all this work, I earned it. I paid all this money in good faith that everything would be fine. And I can't even live off this. This is ridiculous. But that's it. It's just another case of fraud, false advertising, you know. Beautiful little creature, most precious looking thing in the whole world, give you children, also the most precious thing in the world, and then break your heart, throw you away. You know, that woman, she didn't appreciate that man that just spoke right now. You could tell in his voice that he was not appreciated. He was not truly loved. He thought he was, and he felt loved, but she didn't, which means, you know, that one-way thing, that one-way love is not real love. One-way love is not real love. It isn't. No matter how you see it, or, you know, I'm sure she wasn't trying to use him as a meal ticket or anything. I'm sure that's not the case, but, you know, it's kind of sad. It's just kind of sad. Yeah, this game's weird sometimes. Just didn't want to bother getting into a fight with that bird. Alright, so I finished making the rest of this chitin. I made a bunch of cementing paste because I know I'll need it later if I do metal parts. You can't do anything with metal without cementing paste, and you need a lot of it. So that's why I just convert all this now. I have plenty of gunpowder. I was making bullets before I left. Let's see how many bullets I got here. There, I got 383 darts. I ran out of narcotic. So I need some more blackberries, but not right now. That's good. It'll take all that stone to just chomp that down. Yeah, I think I'm going to shut it down. It's kind of late. It's a Friday night, and it's just kind of late. One thing I didn't do is I didn't make a refrigerator. I can try to do that later. Because you need electronics. And it help make your meat last longer. Let me see. Let me see this. Can I do a refrigerator? There we go. There's a regular one and there's this one. Same thing. I need 10 electronics. I have poly. Do I have electronics? I might have a little left over. Oh, I do. Okay. So if I turn this on, I can make some of them. Shit, I might as well make all of them. Forgot to make them. That's one good reason to have that poly. That poly required to make those poly, electronics, crystal, and metal. So we're doing pretty good for a stone base with very small animals. I don't really have any good big animals here. I don't have a Rex or anything like that. I don't have a big that. I have repair. Repair this. There we go. Yeah, there's certain pieces I like to wear. Put one on top outside in case I want to keep bait or anything fresh in there. Put anything like fresh. Oh, I'm glad that bird didn't see me. Otherwise, you would have get on my ass. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got that. Poor Big Ward. But see, the thing is, he always has a good heart in him. Thing is, when a woman turns down a man like this with a good heart, a good strong man, loves her very much, man, that's fucked up, dude. That's really fucked up. That's really fucked up. You know? That's problematic. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't have much to say about interpersonal relationships except I guess when it's good, it's real good, and when it's bad, it's really fucking bad. You know, I think I'm just gonna put this character away. I think we did enough. I turned everything off, right? Yeah, I turned that off. Everything's closed up. All right, we did a lot of work today on the base. It's coming along great. I put some of this stuff away. And then, oh yeah, the reason why I wanted the fridge is so I can go ahead and store some of this meat here. And I'll just do it in the first time. Now, one thing, you know what I didn't make? An industrial grill. Can I make an industrial grill? I need oil. I don't remember if I have any left over. I may have burned all of it. Oh, shit. I probably burned all of it. Maybe if there's just 10 in here. 13. Yeah, that may just be enough to make a grill. Alright. Here we go. One industrial grill. Yeah, the grinder is the one that I always liked. Apparently they have this version. It's a lot of crystal oil, poly. I could pull that off. I got enough materials to do that, but not right now this second. I have to go get more stuff for that. But let's turn this off. Poly's already mostly gone anyway. There's a grill. Where can I put the grill? Put it. I'll put it right there. There we go. Of course, you want cooked meat. You know, you want to cook your meat, but you'll set it, and then by the end of the video or whatever your gaming session is, by the end of that, you should be able to go right ahead and have a bunch of cooked meat. You want cooked meat versus raw meat because raw meat spoils very quick, but cooked meat will last and the animals will eat it. You know, it's the way that is. All right, well, have a good night, guys. Thanks for listening in and watching me play my game. Take care.